Welcome to Two Sisters, Two Mics, the Unapologetic podcast. I'm Rhonda.
And I'm Marie. And we're two very close sisters that live far apart.
We invite you to eavesdrop on our private chats and rages about everything. Life, mothers, relationships. It's all here.
Let's have a laugh.
Hi, Marie. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm good. Just been looking forward to talking to you.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to you very much lately.
Yeah, well, that was by design, wasn't it?
Well, kind of, but I've been working a lot too, so I don't know. It's been busy. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling fine. I'm feeling a little worn out today because of yesterday was crazy with the flood and everything like that. But every day I'm feeling a little bit better.
That one's hanging on, hey?
Yeah. Has it been 3 weeks? How long has it been?
Yeah. Well, you were here. Was it last week you were here?
No.
You were here last week.
No, I wasn't there last week.
No, you weren't. You were here 2 weeks ago.
Time is just... No, I feel like it was longer than that. Oh, well. Let me look at my calendar.
Oh, well.
Oh, yeah, you're right. We left last Monday. What? Feels longer, Marie. To me, it feels like I haven't seen you in a long time.
I know. That's what it feels like to me, too.
Yeah. So what's going on?
Well, since you left, just right back into the swing of things. I went to work on Monday, and then the following weekend, I took the girls up Mount Washington for our hike.
Was that up Mount Washington?
Yeah, well, you drive up Mount Washington, and then you hike into camp if you're camping. There's a lot of day hikers, but we went to the first campsite called Helen Mackenzie.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a bunch of about 10 platforms. It's a really small campsite on a beautiful mountain lake.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
Yeah, and it was just over 3 kilometers to get there with our packs on. It felt actually much shorter this year than last year. Last year it felt forever because it was our first time, but this was our second time. And it was... all of a sudden it appeared and I was like, oh, we're here. Amazing. Fantastic. Because my pack was so heavy. And no matter how much I took out of it that I didn't feel like I needed, it was still heavy.
Yeah.
Because I don't do it all the time.
Yeah.
So it was really nice. The girls absolutely love it. And we got a spot, which was lucky because it was the August long weekend and it was insanely busy. I'll never go on a long weekend again. It was so busy.
Did you meet anybody?
Well, yeah, like you're friendly with a lot of people and you have your neighboring campers.
Yeah. But you didn't like make friends or anything.
We didn't befriend anybody. I usually keep to myself.
Yeah.
When I'm camping and most of my life. But yeah, I was pretty much keeping to myself, but I was friendly.
Yeah.
There was so many people. There was people camping in the bushes off of platforms in the forest because they couldn't find a camp spot.
Oh,
it was overflowing.
Was it lots of families or what was the demographic?
Well, it was mostly families.
Yeah.
There was a few couples and there was a older man and I think it was his brother that was camping right next to us. And they were set up. He was sleeping in a hammock, a netted hammock.
Oh my gosh.
I know. And they had a portable shower. They had all the stuff. And I didn't actually talk with them all that much, but you could hear them being really friendly. There was a lot of moms with little kids or dads with little kids, which I found amusing that they would do that. And there was a lot of single female hikers that were hiking in the middle of nowhere,
They're like, fuck
which I found
all you men.
interesting as
I'm going
well.
to hike on my own. I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of the people were from out of country. You could tell by their accents.
Yeah.
But we went after we set up camp, we just kind of hung out and then went for swims. And the girls love eating their dehydrated food, so that was a highlight for them. And then the next day, we went for another hike without our backpacks. We just went with a day pack, and we wanted to see what the next campsite looked like. Well, little did I know, it was an 8 kilometer one way.
And you
Well, I
guys,
didn't tell the girls that. And so the girls they were good. There was, of course, drama. Oh, I'm going to faint. This is too long. And all these
yeah.
things that they would say and how much
Yeah.
suffering they were going through. It was just something out of a painting, though. It's just gorgeous. And I wanted to keep going, but I didn't make them keep going. I left it up to them. And they decided that they wanted to keep going. And it took us 5 hours to complete this hike there and back.
Oh my God.
It was a 16-kilometer hike that we did on the Saturday.
But so you did keep going. You
And
made it all the way to the campsite.
we made it all the
Yeah.
way.
Wow.
And unfortunately, the lake had no swimming
Oh my God.
because we really wanted to have a dip. We were so hot, but
Yeah.
it was their drinking water, so we couldn't. But that was really nice to see them conquer that and
That's a big
challenge
accomplishment.
themselves and push through. There was a lot of yeah, it was a huge push through for them, huge, and even for me for tolerating them. There was a there was a lot of mosquitoes, and so there was a lot of things thrown at us that we hadn't actually faced before the last time we went camping there. So it was really nice that we did that, and I was super proud of them.
Yeah. Did they
At
were
the end
probably
of it,
were
I was pretty tired.
pardon?
Hmm?
What did you say?
I was just gonna say at the end of it, we were really tired.
Yeah, they must have been pretty proud of themselves at the end though. Hey, like in a good mood and happy.
Yeah, they were. I don't think that they looked back and thought, wow, look at what I did. Or if they did, they never said that out loud. I said it out loud and, made sure that they recognized what they accomplished or tried to help them recognize what they accomplished, which I feel is really important. I think kids live a lot in the moment. So until they get into their older years when they start worrying about the future and stuff like that. But Elle's doing that more now than ever. But even when they were little, they were so in the moment. But now I feel like I need to kind of bring up these things to remember. And then you see them kind of look up and then they're silent for a bit. So you can tell the wheels are turning and they're thinking about things.
Mm-hmm.
But by day 2, I really wanted to go home.
Yeah.
Sleeping on a platform on a thin mattress is so on an adult body in an adult body is so sore.
Yeah.
I was taking Tylenol every day. I was really sore.
Oh, really?
But Elle gave up her bed. Yeah, Elle gave up her bed for me because she had a thicker mattress, and so I felt a little bit more comfortable with that. Because after the first night, I said, "You know what, girls? Maybe we should go home today and be in our beds tonight because I can't do that again."
Yeah.
I wasn't going to do it again.
Yeah.
But she gave me her bed, which helped, which was really nice and
How
a huge
how
thing
did
for her to
she
do.
how did she end up with the thicker mattress to begin with?
Well, I ended up uh, just borrowing from a coworker another
Mm-hmm.
mattress, and I thought it was a thicker one,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, anyways, but one of the highlights for me was we were about to pack up to go home, and the two men that I mentioned earlier, they were packing up and going home. And I wasn't talking to them, and out of nowhere one of them goes, "I just want you to know. I really want you to know that you are inspiring, and admire you having two kids and a dog, and you do it with class."
What?
And I said, "Yeah." And I said, "Thank you so much for saying that, because to me, it doesn't sound like I am. To me, it sounds like I am not doing a very good job over here. So thank you very much." Because I was getting really hard on them towards the end because of certain things, which I won't go into. It's just a waste of time to explain. But I was just kind of barking at them a bit. And then he speaks up and says that. And I was just like, "Thank you. You made my day." It was nice.
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge.
It was huge.
I want
It
him to
was
clarify
like
with
two men,
class.
not even another mom.
Pardon?
I know. I wanted to get into it a little bit more too, but I took it. And I asked where they were from, and he said, "Yeah, we can only take so long without taking showers." They were from Victoria and Sook. And they also said that they weren't planning on hanging out in a daycare because there was a lot of little kids. So we left early because there was a lot of little kids. So it was pretty funny.
Hanging out in a daycare. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, that was our camping trip. It's pretty smoky here. We hit the timing right, actually.
Is it still burning, Cameron Lake?
It's still burning. I had to close all the windows today.
Oh, that sucks.
It's strong. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awful.
Yeah. What happened with you last week?
Um, I think just being really sick and coming back from our holiday, like everything just sort of piled up. And I didn't like I just all like a lot of old stuff came up. Just feeling not great about myself, my situation, where I am in life, like old stuff.
Yeah, I got an email or I got a text from you.
Oh, yeah. I that was
It was saying, yeah,
that was I think I was also gonna just about to get my period. So I was also like that was also on top of it. I had a total mum like awesome mum moment where I don't know what ticked it off or what happened, but I just or like what triggered it, but I just started yelling. I hate like just the kids, just me and the girls were home. And some like the kids, I was pissed off. Oh yeah, I was like cleaning up after them and doing all the things, and I'm just like hating my life, hating that I'm in this house. And I just went off. I'm like, I hate it here. The only reason I'm here is because of you two. If it wasn't, I'd be the hell out of here. And Willow's like, "You're always so moody and grumpy." And I'm like, "That's because I hate my life." I just, yeah, laid it all out for them. And yeah, I went to my room. She's like, "Why don't you just go hang out in your room?" And I wish dad was here. And I'm like, "Yeah, I wish he was here too, because he just does everything for you." And it was just, yeah, I was like turned into a real,
oh,
I
you
don't
had
know
an
what that
adult temper
was.
tantrum.
I had a temper tantrum, but I
I've
almost
had
wanted
many of
them to,
those.
I just wanted them to know how, like, I don't know. This is it. This is me. This is my life. This is how I feel. Take it or leave it. And I didn't say,
Yeah,
yeah,
raw
Eh,
mom.
raw mom. And they banded together. They know like mom's not available. So they made themselves tea and was playing games outside. And I came out of my room
Oh,
with my tail between my legs and they looked at me like kind of wearily. Weird. What's that word? Anyways, they looked at me with kind of
Wearily?
like, "Uh-oh, here's mom. Like, what's going to happen now?
What is she?
What's she going to say now?" And I
Bom,
just
bom, bom.
kept to myself and was quiet, and they were actually quite good about it. They I don't know. I think I don't know.
They
April
handled
might
it.
they handled it. I think Will kind of, I don't know, she's been really trying to be really like kind and accommodating and thankful and helpful and stuff. I don't know if that's just
Oh,
because she's
wow.
growing older, or she kind of maybe saw mom as a human and not just a machine. I don't know.
Hmm.
But yeah, so that
Maybe a bit of
happened, and
both.
maybe, yeah. Um, and then I just was having some existential moments at night where just I just was feeling really awful. Like I hate my life. I live so small. My life is small. My thinking's small. I felt small. I'm like, when am I going to stop being so small? I think all of this stuff is
Oh.
coming up because of what's happening right now in terms of the energy that's going on. And it's just,
Yeah.
it's an opportunity for new choices, for new perspectives. It's always
Hmm.
whatever comes up is an opportunity for a new perspective. And I don't really know what my new perspective
And
is
we
other.
can't see it in the moment sometimes.
No, you just have to feel it.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's true though. Like you can't. You have to feel it. Whatever's happening. There's maybe a small piece of me that's like, "Oh, this is coming up for a reason in the moment," but um
Hmm.
and I don't really know my new perspective other than it's like it goes through quicker, and I just try to
Yeah.
ex- accept what's going on. Um, I don't know. Sometimes
Yeah,
I feel like
because
there's no growth
they
happening.
say it takes, well, there always is. Always. We are always moving forward. But it doesn't feel like that way. Sometimes it's true. They
Well, I
say it
mean,
takes about, what is it, 2 minutes for an emotion to completely be felt and go through it. Sometimes longer if there's a lot of emotion going on.
yeah, I mean, look what happened with camping in you, and you had that. You know how you felt so like you're not a good mom. You don't. You have. I don't know. You just didn't feel good about your parenting and who you are. And look at you. You're taking them on
That's
these
right.
epic camping trips, and then you had someone reflect back to you the quality and class of your parenting to
Yeah,
reflect
that was,
back.
yeah,
I was
that
just
was
reading.
really, really nice to hear.
Yeah.
Really nice. Like, I almost cried when he said it, and I almost want to cry when I hear it now because we try so hard every day to be the best that we can be, right? And sometimes that doesn't look pretty, being our best, but it's still our best, and that's okay, right?
Yeah, and like what filter are we what perception of the best are we gleaning from, or where did that come from? Like what are we comparing it
Yeah,
to?
exactly.
I
Yeah.
think that I shouldn't be where I'm at. I shouldn't be living in this town, and I shouldn't be going back to that job that feels almost well, it feels small.
Yeah. The feeling of being and doing and only experiencing something that feels small is actually huge
Well, it all comes down to,
because,
yeah.
like you said, go ahead.
No, you can finish what you're going to say. You had a train of thought.
Oh, I was just gonna say that it's like you said, it needs to come up. It needs to come up and out.
I was
It's just
just,
something that's been held inside.
I keep interrupting you.
I,
Sorry.
I keep interrupting you too, but I
I
don't
know.
care.
Terrible timing right now. I was just reading before.
That's okay.
I was just reading a channeled message about how no matter what small accomplishment or improvement we make within ourselves or growth, it's such a big thing no matter how small it is or feels like it is. And then it doesn't seem fair because you're working
Yeah.
so hard and these improvements they do feel minuscule, right? Because you're in the shit all the time dealing with life and you have a moment of like maybe you thought about something differently or your perspective changed just a little bit and you don't see how huge that is because you're still in your shit life, right? But the more the more that we choose to maintain those higher perspectives or that have that feeling of good or peace or whatever that you want to keep, that choice you could keep coming back to, you keep coming back to, it becomes not something that you are just trying, it just becomes what you are. And then that reflects out into your reality. But
Mm-hmm.
it, but we live in a time, like we live in like a dimension that it's slow. Like we can't, it's not instant yet. Or I don't know if that makes sense.
No, it's not. And because life can feel like such effort, we have, or I tend to have this expectation that in return, I'm going to get an equal response of good that I'm going to feel, or improvement, or growth that is just as intense as the amount of intensity that I put out there. And it's not always like that. And I'm unsure as to whether it's, again, my perspective on it. Should I shift my perspective on my results to being other than what I have so that it does feel bigger? Or, or do I just accept everything as is, which is something that we always over and over hear is love what is, accept what is, be okay with what is. How long do we feel in the how long, when our emotions come up, like you're small, how long do we let that be before we start saying to ourselves with some self-talk saying, I am not small. I have a good life. I am grateful for everything that I have and what I see and what I am experiencing. At what point do we end the feeling that's uncomfortable and start working towards feeling something differently? Do we try to make that different or do we just wait for that to change on its own?
I think if you can be as much in the moment where the thoughts aren't interfering with what you're interacting with, you just allow, uh, I mean, you can notice and make a choice. That's what our free will is. I think you take it moment to moment. And the more that you choose, I choose no matter what's going around me, I choose peace, or I choose to feel powerful, or I choose to feel grateful. The more that you make that choice, then in the moment, then it becomes what you are eventually.
Yeah. And that's the part that I struggle with. I want it now.
And that's the
I don't want
work.
to go through all that.
I know. I know, but
That's the work.
what else are we going to do? What else what
Yeah.
else can we do?
Yeah. What else do we do? I think a lot of
Drink,
people live through distraction
party,
with distraction,
distract. Yeah.
drinking,
And then
drugs. Yeah.
be miserable. Yeah,
And
okay,
not
be
even just that,
miserable.
even shopping, uh,
Drinking
uh,
coffee.
eating baked goods.
Okay, you're going too far.
Oh, ooh, the baked goods. Baked goods for too far.
There's those
Okay.
pleasures in life that help
Pardon
along the
me.
way. Yeah. Yeah.
Emotional eating is a thing of mine that I struggle with.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't even know what we were talking about.
Well, we were talking about you feeling small. You haven't been feeling well. So
No,
that's,
and
you
just
know,
the little
you're starting from a platform of not feeling well, which is hard. So
and
when
it's all
things
it's
hit
all
you when you're not
yeah.
feeling well physically,
Yeah.
it's tough.
It's all by design because it breaks you down. It you can't hide from yourself when you're sick. You've got to be with yourself more, right? You're not distracting yourself anymore. And these things are going to come up.
Yeah, you got to rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, um I'm just I have uh faith that everything is
Uh-huh.
going to be all right.
Well, you have to.
Yeah, I even like so much old stuff was coming up. Like with Jamie and that whole Tanea stuff cuz her daughter is in Willow's or no, April's frisbee camp group, you know? Like
Oh, right.
so when he goes and picks April up, like is he hanging
Yeah.
out, making eyes?
So
I
you're
don't know.
faced with it over and over again.
Yeah. And just I actually
Making
brought it
eyes.
making eyes,
I
the
haven't heard
glad
that in a while.
eyes.
The glad eyes?
Do you know who used to say that?
What are the glad eyes?
I remember Thompson used to say that. Uh who's Kate's boyfriend?
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh
The
God.
glad eye. When you see someone you like
Yeah.
or you've had like a
The
connection with or
glad
you think's
eyes?
attractive, you got the glad eyes.
I don't remember that at all. But
I
that sounds
don't
like
know
something he
even
would
why
say for
I
sure.
don't know why I remember that either. It's because it's hilarious. Anyways,
That's weird. I've
I
been
did.
thinking about her lately, actually. She popped into my head today, so
Yeah,
I know she's thinking about me right now.
yeah,
That's how it works.
yeah. Huh.
Glad
Really?
eyes.
Yeah. I did. I brought it up to Jamie too. I'm like, I hate
Yeah.
this. We were hiking, and I was just like, I am. He was saying some stuff that was pissing me off. I always try to like open his mind to like a different way of perceiving things, but and he doesn't like that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I'm like,
Shuts you
and
down.
I'm mad at you. He knows why I'm mad at him, right? I said, I'm mad at you right now. He's like, why? I'm like, like, I'm like, I don't even waste my time even talking about it. And then I said, I hate this town. Cause I do. I hate it
Maybe
for
you
that
should
shit.
waste your time talking about it.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe you should waste your time talking about it. Maybe it's lingering
It is lingering.
and you need to get more out. Maybe
I
you
don't,
need to get more out. Maybe you do need to talk to him more about it. Maybe he needs to hear it.
yeah. I know. I thought about that. There's a part of me that's just like, I don't care. I don't want to care. It's done. But it's
Is it
obviously,
though?
I don't know. I just,
You want it to be done. You want to not care.
a part of me doesn't. Like, he goes and picks, if I really cared, I'd be like, well, I'm picking up the girls. I'm going. I don't like go. Make glad eyes.
No, I think that's a trust thing. He was funny. That guy was funny. He was a funny one.
He's so funny. Anyways.
You're working through it, whether you know it or not. You are.
Yeah, he's been really like extra nice to me lately. Which is funny. So dumb.
That's nice.
I guess.
I like it when they do that.
Well, should we say goodbye?
Yeah, I've had enough of you. Yeah, let's say goodbye.
Okay. Well, thanks for listening. I love you.
Bye. I love you too. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Okay. Bye.
Bye. I gotta go
Weirdo.
pee. Thanks. Thank you for that.
Yeah, you're
You're a
welcome.
weirdo.
Anytime.
Takes one to know one.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye, Rondi.
Bye. All right, well, that's it. Thanks for joining us for this episode of Two Sisters, Two Mics, the Unapologetic podcast. It's been a blast.
Hoped you liked it. If not, that's all right. We'll be here again.